Hey everyone, my name is Mia and welcome to my first YouTube video. So to introduce myself, I'm a 20-year-old senior nursing major at Howard University, and this morning I decided to delete all social media and live my life authentically without comparison. I've realized that in the past 10 years of being chronically online that I've really lowered myself and compared myself to others when I really shouldn't, and it's changed my outlook on the world and who I am as a person. So I've created this YouTube channel to really document my journey of becoming who I really want to be. In this YouTube video, I'll be going over why I decided to delete social media and my goals for this next chapter of my life. So let's get into it. So I wrote down my goals on this piece of paper, and I'll just be going through them and kind of explaining both to you and me why I want to do this and take on this new challenge and journey in a world that's really centered around social media. So first, my first goal is really health and maintaining a healthy lifestyle and what health means to me. So first would be food. Being on social media and just chronically scrolling online has led me to start ordering online and making meals that aren't necessarily healthy for me and the goals that I have for my body. So I really want to take the hours and hours of screen time that I've been using and implement it into learning to cook new things, finding new foods, and really supplementing my body in a way that's good for me. Next is fitness. So for me, fitness is really well-rounded. Just getting out and moving your body. It doesn't necessarily need to be anything too rigorous. However, I have been wanting to train for 21 miles on my 21st birthday in December, which is about a month and a half from now. But during this past semester, I really haven't been able to exercise the way I want to and go out and run. But also a contributing factor to that is I spend a lot of my time on social media. So the time I have been spending scrolling, I could be using to move my body, but I've really been using social media as a distraction and kind of a coping mechanism to escape. But that escape is hindering my performance. So I really want to get out and run more. I want to get back in the gym. And really just get out and move. On the days that I don't feel like really working out, I can just go out for a walk and just get out and move my body in a way that I can release stress. And then my third goal for under the health category is my mental health. This is something I've been struggling a lot with recently, and one of the big reasons as to why I decided to delete social media. So I've recently started seeing a therapist, and she's been helping me through the different things I've been struggling with. But also I want to be able to carry my own half of the battle of mental health, not just solely rely on a therapist. So the things I really want to hone in on are creating free time for myself, just to kind of spend time with myself and work out all the kinks that I have mentally. I already mentioned my therapist, and then hobbies. I have many hobbies that I've picked up over the past year. Running, I've started to crochet, and on my last crochet haul, I actually picked up some knitting needles, so maybe I'll start knitting and reading. I have a lot of books. In an attempt to prop up my phone, I brought a whole bunch of books over here, so I love to read. But the hobbies that I'm listing are things that need my time, and back to the social media piece, I just haven't been spending my time the way I want to. So I'm really happy to be able to just realize that I need to take new steps to take time for myself and my mental health and my physical health, and really just be a better me. So my next goal is under the category of spirituality. I really want to get closer with God and just the higher power that be, and really just build a relationship with them, because I feel like social media has pulled a lot from me, and I've lost a lot of faith both in myself and my spirituality and in the world as a whole. And I really want to kind of just build upon what has been demolished and really just rebuild a new relationship with myself and spiritually. So I'll be kind of going on a new spiritual journey, so to speak, just to kind of figure out who I am and what I believe in. Next is routine. This is probably the biggest thing for me. When I deleted social media back a couple months ago, it was only for a month or two, just to kind of get a grasp on my school life. But that's when I really started being consistent in the things that I want to do. And that's really my goal here. Consistency and discipline, and having a routine. I feel like having a routine really grounds me in who I am and what I want to do. And when I have a routine, I really take advantage of all the hours in a day. I don't do that now, or previously when I was on social media, I would waste hours and hours just scrolling, be like, okay, 5 more minutes. The Instagram thing says, okay, you've been on for an hour, keep it pushing. And then it'll become 2 hours and 3 hours, and then my screen time will start alerting me, you've been on Instagram for 4 hours. And it was becoming a problem. So just being consistent in the hobbies that I mentioned, running, reading, crocheting, studying, because I really let my hold and discipline on school slip. So just being consistent in the things and traits that I have and things that I want to do, and having the discipline to carry out that routine. And then I kind of touch on it a little bit, but time management. This is something I've also struggled a lot with, because I'll let my time slip away from me in the various things that I may do or get distracted with, and that's not necessarily something I want to carry on as a habit. And I just want to have more control over my time. But yeah, that's the routine aspect. And then lastly, or not lastly, but the last big goal that I have is authenticity. I really want to get to know who I am as a person without comparing who I think I want to be based on the people I see online. I see people online having big businesses, making big money, being in these relationships or having relationship goals. And I've really internalized those things and tried to implant them on certain people in my life, certain situations in my life. And I really lost who I am, because I've let others, the millions and millions of people we see online, impact who I see myself as and who I see my relationships with, and things of that nature. So leading into that would be, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be outside of social media? Who do I want to be as a figure of influence, maybe? Who do I want to be as a role model? Who do I want to be as a student? Who do I want to be as a girlfriend, as a friend, as a daughter? Who do I want to be? And I think spending time away from comparing myself to others will really help me figure out who that is, and getting to know myself and the journey I want to go on and the vision that I have for myself. And lastly, under authenticity is, what are my values? My therapist last week had me do a values assessment, and really figure out what my values are. So it was just they had like 50 something values, and I only had to pick 8. And I tend to overthink a lot. I tend to dwell on things. So my therapist told me not to do that. Just pick 8. Make sure they're what you value or what you want to value, and then move along. So I think that really put into perspective for me what I value and how I want to value it, or what I don't currently value but I want to, moving forward. So really, authenticity is just honing into who I am and getting to know me, because I feel like I don't as much as I want to. And lastly, I just want to touch on community. I feel like a lot of my relationships with people have been through social media and only that. And I don't want to continue to have relationships that are only built online. I want to have relationships where I know you in person, I know who you are and what you believe in, and we go out and get coffee sometimes, or we'll go on friend dates or certain things like that. Just building a community around myself that isn't centered upon sending reels to each other or posting on my close friends and you reply to me and I reply to your close friends and we're close friends, but we're really not, because I don't know who you are and you don't know who I am. So really just building a community and a foundation of friendship that's authentic and not based in social media. So those are my values. So it's health, spirituality, routine, authenticity, and community. Those are the things that I really will be honing in on in the next journey of my life. And I will be bringing you along with me. So in the next videos, I'll probably be doing some vlogs, some life as a student, crochet, reading, and just different things that will help me kind of tap into myself, but also get to know other people out there who may have the same struggles as me or may want to get to know me too. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.